So we do a lot of reading aloud together. The approach I've taken is the student reads one paragraph and then I read one paragraph. So we go back and forth. It can seem tedious to someone who's looking in from the outside, but it's been so beneficial for students to get to practice fluency, pronunciation, expression in their reading, and then they get to hear me read with expression and show them how dialogue can sound. And then we stop frequently and we check for understanding and we talk about our feelings about what's happening. So we're getting to share a special bond, and I think that's just the beauty of reading out loud, is there's a closeness to that. There's just a special bond, like I said, that comes out of that time spent together sharing an experience. So I've really enjoyed getting to work with some of our younger students who have come to Christ Haven sometimes not knowing letters and sounds, and so we've really started from scratch with those kids. And of course, with the support of wonderful teachers at school, I've gotten to come alongside them and just enhance what they're doing at school. We have one student who, when he started last fall with me, he didn't know his letters and sounds, and he has worked through a very large book that has 100 lessons in it, but he has come in every week excited to master as many lessons as he can get through in a session with me. And it's built, knowledge is building each week. Letters become words, words become stories, stories are interesting, and so he sees the natural benefit of doing the work. And so now he's gone from being able to put letters together into words and reading the stories that are in the curriculum to now being able to read books on his own. And so that's a great transference of skills for him to see that the work that he put into those 100 lessons, I think he's on number 89 right now, so pretty much finished with the book, but to be able to see him transfer those skills into reading books that he would consider fun and that he's excited about being able to do that. And I know he feels proud of that, is the accomplishment of finishing all of those lessons. So our middle grade students, maybe from 3rd on up to 8th grade, they're the ones that have probably read the most novels with me. We've finished at least 6 novels together. Most of them have really read more than that, but it's been fun to see them go from telling me they hate reading, being very resistant, to even opening a book together. But then once we get into it, we've identified main characters, we've talked about the setting, we've talked about the problem of the book, to see them get excited and be ready to dig in each week and do the hard work. And it is hard work for them. For some of our kids, it's very painful for them to have to work through reading out loud. There's a lot of emotions that can go with that, but we've really seen them conquer those fears, conquer that resistance, and truly enjoy the books that we've read together. So I've really enjoyed getting to spend some time with our older kids, 8th graders and some 9th graders, and we've been able to tackle some more difficult novels that are on their reading lists in high school, and they have tackled them like a champ, and they're difficult. Some of the topics that we've encountered in these books have led to important discussions. We've talked about racism, we've talked about interracial marriage, we've talked about faith, we've talked about poverty, things that these kids they've been faced with already. That's just led to some really deep and good and hard conversations with our older kids, and that's been a blessing for me to get to be just a part of that with them and to get to build that bond and that relationship with them, and that they would trust me to be able to talk about hard things.